Frida from ABBA. I'm ready for that answer. I just went to ABBA Voyage, so I'm so taken with them. We had like a little dance booth. I sobbed like a baby when they played A Winner Takes It All. I'm Madelaine Petsch, and I'm chatting with Cosmo today. Definitely the most high pressure situation I've been in. I was kind of book-ended in projects, so I had to shoot this in 52 days, and we shot all 3 at once. So it was intense. Like, I felt like I had a big undertaking. The anticipation, that was the worst part, because once I got there, I was like, okay, we're totally locked in and we can do this. But I could have died of fright from the anticipation. They don't typically shoot films in order or chronologically, so if you look at this as one large film, it does take place over 5 days, all 3. So then I was like, I can kind of wrap my head around this making sense the way we shoot it if it's just one big film to me. But there's the character goes through so much in those 5 days, and her arc is so vast from beginning, middle to end, that I really had to have like extensive notes every day when I went on set. Winding down was tough. We shot very long days, and I think I maybe would get like 5-6 hours of sleep a night. I was kind of stuck watching Gilmore Girls: A Year in the Life every night when I had to fall asleep, because otherwise I felt like my head was buzzing. I couldn't like fall asleep, being scared in real life. Yeah, that's the beauty of this kind of thing, is they're masked, and we had these incredible actors who I'm so excited who will get their praises when this, like the 3rd one comes out, we can say who they are, and they were really in character the whole time. Like, I would say they probably were whenever they were around me, they had their masks on and they were in character. So it made it easy for me to feel like nervous and scared around them. We did not have pleasantries with, like, it was a really smart way of doing it because we don't have a lot of time, so we can't really do 3-4 takes a scene. It's really like we're doing 2 takes a scene. So they would come in for their stuff and they'd leave immediately. It was really professional and very helpful. I'm sure people will think this is not real, but The Strangers 2008 with Liv Tyler and Scott Speedman is one of my favorite horror films ever made. Oh God, I love so many horror films. I love Silence of the Lambs. I love The Shining. I love all the Saw movies. Oh my God, I've seen the Saw franchise like 100 times. When they brought Saw 10 back, I was like, thank God he's here. We've got Tobin Bell in the room. I'm so excited. Supernatural, paranormal stuff doesn't really scare me, so I'm not gonna watch it if it doesn't scare me. That's the whole point. And I guess like monster horror doesn't usually freak me out either. I want to feel my adrenaline pumping. It's like, I hate roller coasters, but I imagine it's the same feeling as people who like roller coasters. Oh my God, so many germs. I'm a little bit like germy. I would say that. Ticks. I'm really scared of ticks. Frida from ABBA. I'm ready for that answer. I just went to ABBA Voyage, so I'm so taken with them. I would go 100 times. It was the best night of my life. We had like a little dance booth. I sobbed like a baby when they played A Winner Takes It All. Oh, you know what? I just saw a picture of Dorian Gray. I'm like immersing myself in London theatre. And Sarah Snook is so incredible in that. It felt like I was hit in the face with inspiration again. I would love to spend like 3 hours talking to her about how she did that. It's such a departure from Succession. She plays 26 characters. It is one of the most incredible pieces of art I've ever seen in my entire life. I'm gonna make this interview about that now, actually. I'm like its biggest fan. ABBA would for sure. Okay, The Winner Takes It All when I'm sad. If I wanna cry, I turn that on, I'm in. Does Your Mother Know is my favorite, like, kind of like, you know. But then when you really think about the lyrics, it's not a great song. Let's avoid that. But also, I like very like vibey, chill music that can kind of play in the background or be turned up. So like my favorite band is the Marias. Have you heard of them? It's like very like nice, like sweet pop, like indie pop. There's this ceramicist I'm basically obsessed with, Annie Lee Parker, and she makes these lamps that I've wanted forever, but she only made like 8 of them. It's such a weird answer. And my partner remembered I said that a couple years ago and bought me one for Christmas. I don't know how he found it. It was like they were gone. I could never get one, and he got me one, and I felt like it was like the most special thing ever. Because I mentioned it talking like 5 years ago. I was like, I'm obsessed with this lamp. I can't get this lamp anywhere, and like this year got it for me. Camila Mendes. We kind of both do. Yeah, it's really lovely. Me, Lily, and Cami have a group chat, so we're always kind of chatting, but like, if it's like, I got one phone call, it's Cami. I do. I'm very much like, I don't have a great memory, which really freaks me out, so I like to have like lots of things around. So I have my high school diploma from Riverdale when I graduated the first time, because we graduated twice. I have the original cherry Coke bottle from the pilot that I spun during the pilot. I have the last costume I ever wore on the show and the first costume I ever wore on the show. And then I have every costume from The Strangers. Because we're still kind of like in the mix of it, and I was like, we shot in Slovakia. If I don't keep these and we need to pull one of these out, I should have them in my closet. Yeah, they were like, that's great. We don't want to have to ship them to you later from Slovakia. This is perfect. sleeping usually. Or finding, if I'm in like somewhere like Slovakia, I loved walking around and finding a good matcha spot and then walking around and just seeing the architecture and being a, tourist for a day. If I'm at home or anywhere in the States, usually I'll just sleep. Oh, I've had a lot of days off in London, going to the West End. I've seen so many shows. It's been so fun. I saw Dorian Gray, I saw Cabaret, I saw ABBA. I just feel so, I feel so lucky. I don't know how you guys don't do it every day. Thanks so much for watching. The Strangers Chapter 1 is officially in cinemas.